I've always loved fashion. I used to stitch for my dolls at 5 years old, and I remember I even used to sketch top, blouse, pants, but there were no positive influences for fashion. What I knew fashion was tailoring. When I was done with high school, I knew I wanted to be a fashion designer. Back then, for some reason, we used to be told, accounting, go, you know how to do the math, you know, so to have your either CPA and your degree. So I went to Strathmore, I did CPA 1, but something about Strathmore, they give you a mentor when you sign into the school. So I had this really amazing woman who I've said I'm gonna go look for her, because I remember I kept telling her, yo, I'm not happy. I don't like what I'm doing. This doesn't feel like my life. This doesn't feel like my calling. I'm really struggling. And she said, call your mom, come, let's tell her you want to do fashion. So when my mom came, surprisingly, she was like, okay, it's fine. But my mom told me, instead of doing fashion classes, why not do a business course in USIU? And then after that, you can do your fashion. So you'll be able to monetize your fashion. So I joined USIU after 1.5 years of being in Strathmore. I only finished CPA 1 and 2. Coming from a fashion police type of situation to a place I could express myself. I even had dreadlocks, cut them. I started my blog. And now the dream of fashion, I started building it as a fashion blogger, and then I became a stylist. Let me tell you, if that mentor did not call my mom, I honestly don't know where I'd be right now. She was such a pivotal part, huge part of my story. So in USIU, I would spend my free time in the computer lab, looking at blogs from the States. It used to be bloggers combining the dresses. Let's say if you take a top, trouser, some shoes, handbag, earrings, you know, it was called Polyvo, and a lot of bloggers used to do that. Or they show the designer item and then they show you for less. I did that, I just used to watch. And then one day I was like, why not me? Why not me be the blogger? But in those 2 years, blogging had changed. It had come from that to now bloggers wearing clothes, taking themselves photos, showing how to style a garment, and I was like, yo, I can see myself doing this. How do you start a blog? Went to Blogger, read April 10th, 2010, and I started my blog. It was called The Fashionable Notebook, and that trajectory for my fashion journey changed. With USIU being a place you could express yourself, I was able to switch up, dress up every day, take pictures, write your story, upload. And I realized I had like the freedom to try different things. So I became a magazine editor. I started a magazine called Kasha Magazine. We only did like 2 editions, very good for its time. And I was the editor, and also I became a stylist. So I was a stylist for different magazines, and I also got a job at the Sunday Nation bars. I was a stylist there for almost 2 years. Within that time, I also started a thrift store. It was called Market Day Fridays. I'd started Market Day Friday just a few months before I graduated, and after I graduated, I still continued doing it for a good 1.5, 2 years. And between that time, blogging was becoming a big thing, and I was getting clients, they used to pay me. So at some point, I transitioned full-time into blogging and stopped selling thrift clothes. So between then, I got pregnant and started a family, and when my daughter was born, I decided, thrift no more, let's try something else. I felt now I could go into starting like a boutique. In 2015, I started a boutique called Neon 27. I remember very well, January 2015, Krishna Center. I was on 5th floor. I thought I had arrived. It went well, 1, 2, 3, 4 months, 5, 6, 7, 8. It was hard, crazy lessons. I was like, business is not for me. I quit. At the moment when I was closing, I was so bitter, but looking back, I learned my lessons, and I know I closed because of financial mismanagement, lack of knowledge, not knowing my target audience, and just being cocky. I really felt like a failure as Nancy and as a mom. I was depressed, but after that period, I remember I watched someone's YouTube video, and I think it was Casey Neistat. I was like, yo, you need to get up out of this funk. You're on the floor, you've been on the floor for 6 months. So you need to get up, learn lessons. So I wrote those lessons down. I started dreaming of starting again, and that's when Shop New Level was born. We registered our business in 2016 October. Took my time to make the website. I said I'm gonna have zero overheads. So I was like, no store, I'm gonna prove the concept that I can actually sell clothes and be profitable. It was shopnewlevel.com. What we have now, I had my Instagram page, launched the items November, December. We sold out. I didn't buy too many quantities. So I kept restocking a few things here and there. I kept adding new arrivals, but it used to be an on and off thing. Like I would sell for 3 months, then I'd go quiet, then I'd bring in stock, like that. So it happened throughout 2017 and a bit of 2018. By the time 2018 was coming in, the website wasn't even there anymore. But I was like, I can now start. I had the courage to start a store. Between all that time, I was still blogging. I had now started doing my YouTube vlogs. I was doing YouTube. I was really enjoying Girlfriend Diaries. There was so much that was going on there, and I just enjoyed the YouTube journey. 2018 October, we started the store at Marsabit Plaza. We opened. It was an amazing opening. You know, everybody encouraged me. Yes, girl, coins, coins, coins. We'll bring our money. Hey, I was so proud of you. Man, that day I made 2K in sales, and it was a friend who came to buy for the girlfriend items. I was like, what? No, I can't fail. I remember telling myself, the lessons I've learned, I'm going to apply them, which I did at the very beginning. But one thing that stood out now in the business, now that I was self-aware, was that the lessons were different. It was now a whole new journey. Around Feb, March, there was a whole issue with shipments, KRA, and I remember my goods didn't come in, you know, and at that point, the business is so new, and when it's so new, you're living hand to mouth. The goods didn't come in. I was like, okay, so what next? I bought new items. I was like, these ones are gonna come. Still, they never came. And what I ended up doing was like, I can't live like this. I need a solution. And I was like, I'm not going to quit, not this time. I was like, I'm gonna make something. How hard can it be? Googled, I was like, where to buy fabrics? Nairobi Textiles. Bought, I think, a meter or two of some chiffon, some few colors. I came, a tailor I knew, I was like, yo, there's this design I have, can you make for me? She made for me a sample. I don't like it. Garment construction, not the best, but it was wearable, it was cute. So I loved it. I told her, let's go ahead and make a few pieces. I had 2 colors, green and black of the top, and we made 30 pieces. We launched them. We sold out within a week, and I was like, yo, what? When I was selling to customers in store, they were like, yo, your stuff is so unique. Yo, like nobody has these. Hey, where do you get your things? Your imports are cute. And I'm like, really? Like, I made it. Like, no, that's when I was like, really, you can't even tell the difference? I was like, oh my God, this is good. This is a blessing. So what did I do? July of 2019, we partitioned the store, and I bought my first machine and hired my first tailor. And from then henceforth, we started slowly manufacturing New Level pieces. So all this time, I still had my YouTube journey continuing, but then I started realizing something. I was giving my energy to my YouTube videos more than I was giving to my business. So I decided to launch t-shirts. They were going for 2,800. I had designed, they were looking really cute. So it could support me in continuing to do my videos, maybe get an editor, put out my t-shirts. I never made any money that day. And then I got a lot of some ridicule from people. I remember someone writing something, a meme on Twitter. Why are we buying t-shirts for 2,800? Things we can buy for 500 bob. Yo, me, I was like, you know what? It's not a must. I remember very well, 30th July, I was like, no more. I said, peace out, I'm done. I have never looked back. Best decision I made was to stop that and put all my energy into New Level, because I don't think we'd be where we are if I split myself into 2. Considering I had never made anything in my life, I was learning a lot. Sleepless nights, understanding fabrics, understanding design, garment construction. Sometimes we made things, I was like, what? I remember that period of 2019, the last quarter, it was for me to understand how do these things work. It was go time. I was like, go, let's try, let's make. I remember I made the toile top. It was around September, October. We made 30 pieces. We sold out within a day or two, restocked, sold out. I couldn't believe it, and I called it the toile top. One of the best things that I ever made, because it really ignited a fire in me. It really gave me that belief that I can do it. So come January 2020, it was go, 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 go. I was on a high from the toile top. And then guess what? COVID happened and we had to close down. However, we closed down for like 2 weeks. And then I was like, no, we can't close down. So we started finding a way for people to work. So we did close the shop. We never used to sell to people in store. However, you could buy off our Instagram and then we deliver to you. People are not trying to buy much. Then I was like, masks? Let's try make masks. How lucky were we started making masks, and that month I was able to pay salaries and pay rent. I decided we have to revive the shopnewlevel.com website. Because I've been blogging since 2010, I already had the skills, I knew how to do this. It's something I can do pretty quick. And we launched with the Mykonos dress, which came in 4 colors, blue, red, and black, and lime green. That design was a winning design. We did so well, and I was like, oh, here's another garment to show me that you can do this, you know? And from there henceforth, it's been go, go, go. I was lucky enough to be able to move to a bigger store. Same building, same floor, but double the space. After opening the new store, a month or 2 later, we launched Gold Drip, which was my first beauty product. I told myself, New Level cannot be just a fashion brand. It can be a lifestyle brand. And 2020 ended so well for us. So it's been 2.5 years since we started manufacturing. We went from 100% imports to now we do 90% locally made, 10% are still imports. We have our sunglasses, we have our belts, we have these accessories, fedoras. In 2021 September, we launched the Scent Nudes collection, which is 5 shades of nudes for African women. And I feel like I've embodied the vision that I had for the brand 5 years ago. I've understood my customer, I know what they want. And also New Level is women-led, and we have an all-women's team, and I'm very, very proud of that. And the fact that the clothes are for us, by us. Whatever you can find out there, we can make here. And you're supporting your own. You're creating employment, which is one of the biggest things I felt I needed to do as New Level, as Nancie, was to create employment for women within my organization. And right now, I'm proud to say we ship globally, which is amazing. Sometimes I see someone from London has bought, someone from Miami, and I'm like, what? So New Level is ready to wear, and it's everyday wear. You'll get blouses. We are very known for our maxi dresses, our awesome prints, which I hand choose myself, our kimonos, our kaftans. I want women to feel wealthy. You wear, you feel wealth. You're just looking at yourself, you're like, I have my life together. I feel, like I'm walking in money. Because that's the same way I feel when I wear my clothes. Yeah. So for the future of Enel, I see us moving to maybe different countries, East Africa, expanding the beauty brand, and also expanding our operations. I want to be fully made in Kenya, and I want to be able to ship even more outside. The same way we import, in the same capacity, I want us to export our creativity and the things we make in Kenya. I'm glad I remain solution-based, because that's the thing that has helped me, even up to today. I believe that when women come together, great things happen. And during my journey of Neon 27 and Shop New Level, there are women that I reach out to and they helped me. And then I went and spread my wings and figured things out. It's the same thing I'm doing with NL Women for Women. NL Women for Women is a mentorship program for women entrepreneurs, and it's something that I'm doing through my brand New Level. I want to elevate women who are in business, and I want to be able to teach them what I've learned over the years and give them skills to manage their business and daily operations. So who can register for NL Women for Women? You have to be 18 to 35, own a registered business and be in the lifestyle sector. Something online, digital space. I would love to mentor you. So you can register in the form below. Once you register, we'll pick 2 to 3 women and I'll mentor them for 3 to 4 months. And I can't wait to interact with you guys. I can't wait to hear about your businesses, your ideas. I can't wait to mentor you. This is something very dear to me and exciting to me. It's honestly something I've wanted to do so long, and I'm glad that I'm getting to do it now. So ladies, make sure you sign up in the form below. You have a period of 8th to 15th to register, and by the end of March, you'll have chosen 2 to 3 women for me to mentor.